In this video, you'll dive into the history of the legendary Bf-109 G6. Let's get started. The German Messerschmitt Bf-109 G6, one of the most iconic fighter planes of World War II, tells a story steeped in innovation, power, and the ambition of aerial dominance. Known for its formidable speed and agility, this aircraft represents both a technological leap and the shifting tides of wartime aviation. The Bf-109 series, developed by German aircraft engineer Willy Messerschmitt, became one of the most versatile fighters of the era. The journey began in the mid-1930s, when Germany's Luftwaffe sought a lightweight fighter with exceptional speed, climb rate, and maneuverability. Messerschmitt's design philosophy emphasized simplicity and aerodynamics, giving the Bf-109 slim fuselage, compact size, and clean lines, which reduced drag and maximized speed. The prototype first flew in 1935, and over the next several years, it evolved into multiple variants to keep up with technological and combat demands. By 1942, the Bf-109 G series, known as the Gustav, was introduced. Among the most famous of these was the G6 model, equipped with a 1,475 horsepower Daimler-Benz DB605 engine, giving it the power to tackle most Allied fighters. The Bf-109 G6 was a fast and maneuverable fighter, capable of reaching speeds over 650 kilometers per hour, 404 miles per hour, and a maximum altitude of 12,000 meters, 39,000 feet, making it a tough competitor in dogfights. Pilots of the G6 soon realized its strengths in both high-speed dives and tight turns, qualities that gave them a decisive edge in close combat situations. One of its primary tasks was intercepting Allied bombers, which were devastating German industries. Its impressive weaponry allowed it to pierce through bomber formations, delivering deadly firepower and causing significant losses to Allied aircraft. Ace pilots like Erich Hartmann, credited with an unprecedented 352 aerial victories, largely flew the Bf-109, including the G6 variant. His success highlighted not only his skill but the plane's capabilities and skilled hands. The Bf-109 G6 became a symbol of the Luftwaffe, resilience and skill, feared by Allied pilots as one of the most dangerous adversaries they could encounter in the skies over Europe. Despite its strengths, the Bf-109 G6 wasn't without limitations. The heavier firepower and armor added weight, which decreased its maneuverability compared to earlier models. As the war progressed, it became clear that even the G6 struggled to compete with Allied fighters like the P-51 Mustang and the Spitfire Mk.X, which were both faster and more agile. The Luftwaffe tried to address these shortcomings with modifications, but the evolution of Allied aircraft outpaced these adaptations. By 1944, the need for a more powerful successor was undeniable. Yet, in many ways, the Bf-109 G6's era was already waning. Its production continued, but newer models like the Focke-Wulf FW-190 started to share the Luftwaffe's frontline responsibilities. The G6's capabilities had reached their limits, and by late 1944, the Allies' control of the skies over Europe left German pilots at a significant disadvantage. As the war drew to a close, the Bf-109 G6 faced a sobering reality. Germany's dwindling resources and limited fuel supplies prevented effective deployment of what remained of its fighter force. Production lines for the Bf-109 continued to operate under difficult conditions, but the Luftwaffe was a shadow of its former self. Allied forces, now superior in numbers and technology, dominated the skies, making it difficult for the once mighty Messerschmitts to survive encounters. Despite this, the legacy of the Bf-109 G6 endures. It's remembered not only for its technological achievements, but also for the thousands of pilots who flew it, many of whom etched their names into history. The G6 stands as a testament to Germany's dedication to aerial innovation during World War II and the fierce battles fought in the sky. Its story is one of ambition, evolution, and the relentless pace of technology, a story that came to an end as Allied forces closed in, signaling the fall of the Luftwaffe and, ultimately, of Nazi Germany. The British Supermarine Spitfire, particularly the MK, the and MK-X variants, was among the Bf-109's most prominent opponents. Known for its maneuverability, elliptical wings, and iconic role in the Battle of Britain, the Spitfire was well matched with the Bf-109, the MK-X, which could match or exceed the Bf-109 G6 in many aspects, was equipped with a Merlin 61 engine, giving it higher speed and better performance at altitude. This made it a highly competitive adversary for German pilots. The North American P-51 Mustang became a key adversary after its introduction to the European theater. With its long-range capability, powerful Merlin engine, and impressive speed, the Mustang allowed Allied forces to escort bombers deep into German territory. The P-51 outperformed the Bf-109 G6 in speed, range, and agility, making it a significant threat, especially as Allied control over the skies grew. The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt was one of the heaviest single-engine fighters of the war and a challenging opponent due to its durability, powerful engine, and heavy armament. The P-47 was especially effective in high-altitude combat and had an impressive dive speed. Although less maneuverable than the Bf-109, its rugged construction made it a formidable dogfighter and ground attacker, one that German pilots respected for its resilience and firepower. On the Eastern Front, the Bf-109 G6 frequently encountered the Soviet Yak-9, a maneuverable and fast fighter that could compete with the Messerschmitt in low to medium altitudes. The Yak-9 was light, responsive, and effective in dogfights, becoming a mainstay for the Red Air Force. Its adaptability made it one of the most effective Soviet fighters, able to counter the Bf-109 G6 in varied battle conditions, especially in the harsh climates of the Russian front. Another formidable Soviet adversary was the Lavokin La-5, which excelled in speed and maneuverability, particularly at low altitudes. The La-5FN variant, equipped with a more powerful engine, could match the Bf-109 G6 in performance and agility. The Lavokin's wooden frame and powerful armament made it particularly effective in close combat, making it one of the Luftwaffe's most respected Eastern Front rivals. Later in the war, the Hawker Tempest became a significant competitor to the Bf-109 G6 and later German fighters. Known for its speed at low altitudes, the Tempest excelled in interception missions, particularly against German V-1 flying bombs. It could outdive and outrun the Bf-109 G6, which made it a challenging opponent in the closing years of the war. The Messerschmitt Bf-109 G6 remains a symbol of an era when air power was a decisive factor in warfare. The aircraft's adaptability, power, and speed allowed it to serve across numerous fronts, shaping the careers of some of history's most accomplished fighter pilots. Although the G6's era ended with the fall of the Third Reich, its legacy as one of the most iconic and influential fighter planes in history lives on, serving as a reminder of the sacrifices and technological advances that defined World War II. This story of the Bf-109 G6 captures not only the essence of the machine but the spirit of the people who created, flew, and fought in it. It represents an enduring chapter in aviation history, one that continues to fascinate enthusiasts and historians alike. If you find this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our community of aviation enthusiasts. In our next episode, We'll dive into another iconic warplane, exploring its design, combat stories, and impact on history. Don't miss it. Turn on notifications so you'll know as soon as it's out. Thanks for watching.